For the playbook I played.
I got that on playbook.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that like button, man. My son just beat me in Madden 2 days in a row. Think he put in a cheat code or something. So Shalonda, I ain't get that work in, man. I'm just getting off. Ugh. Just getting off. Man. I can't believe. I know what it is though, man. The internet then gave squares a voice on things they should be voiceless about. What it is. That's all that's going on, y'all. The internet then gave squares a voice on things they should be voiceless about. And then you got clout chasers that know that coming from them in their history and their resume, it's going to create a conversation. You know, it's going to get a debate going. Yeah, but I can't believe that people is really debating protective custody, man. Like, this shit getting wild out here, man. 2026, they're having a debate on protective custody. It's 10 o'clock now. 10:13. Alright. I made do on it today. Not bad, man. Gotta get back in the swing of things, man. It's a good move. It's a good move, Dirk High, Brian Steele. Brian Steele has proven to be a decent lawyer. I actually like the girl that he bring with him. The black girl. What's the black girl name? She the one that broke open the Diddy case. Hope you bring her with him. What's the black girl name on Brian Steele's team? From out of Atlanta. Hey y'all, let me tell y'all something, right? Do people? Yeah, I saying I hating in the comments. Talking about, well, why she get nervous? Yeah, right? She get nervous talking about if the case so weak, why he got to get a new lawyer. It's a fight. Want the best of the best. You know what I mean? You can afford it. Why not? Freedom on the line. Life on the line. Nicole Westmoreland. That's who I like. I like Nicole Westmoreland. Brian still need to bring her. He need to bring her on, man. Yeah, she just a hater, man. I don't know what's her beef. Yep, that's her name. I don't know what's her beef with Dirk. Yeah, I know, Nick. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Like, yo, this shit is crazy, y'all. Like, I'm reading the comments. Yo, people is out this bitch going nuts. Like, yo, what you mean? Yo, Kodak Black portrays itself as a street guy. Going to PC is frowned upon. Yo, I could never violate. Y'all know what protective custody is 23-1. 23-1. Which means you don't go to the rec. More than likely, you in a one-man cell. You understand what I'm saying? So, I would never volunteer to do that. That's what makes it so bad. And you know who else is on PC on protective custody? The trans. It's a lot of weird shit on protective custody, man. I would never want to do my bit there. For real. I would never want to do my bit on protective custody. And know what's crazy, right? Like, yo, people really sit back debating this shit when Kodak ain't said nothing. But you know what Kodak did do? I don't know. I never been on no PC yard. In Maryland, we don't have PC yards. There may be some California shit, or I don't know where you from, but we don't have PC yards, man. If you're on protective custody, you don't go outside. You know what I mean? When you're on protective custody, you being protected. Your ass is in the cell, 23-1. You come out, it's like lockup, but you get commissary. You come out for an hour. In an hour, you gotta make your phone calls. You gotta get in the shower, and you come out by yourself. From what I understand, like, I don't know, I never been on protective custody. You feel me? But I wouldn't recommend it. Like, yo, niggas is out this bitch tripping. Yo, for a PC yard to be the worst, that is crazy. Like, I don't even understand how can a PC yard be the worst. You are in a yard with a whole bunch of check-ins. That don't even make sense. What's the point of checking in just to act an ass in the yard? Like, I don't understand that. I would thought they was checking in, because they wanted peace. I ain't think that you would check in then cause a disturbance. Like, that don't really make sense. But Kodak Black is a gangster rapper, y'all. He checked in. He did his whole time in Big Sandy on PC. Kodak Black was on protective custody for 2 years. 2 years. That's probably why he acting like how he acting now, man. You ever see somebody that was on lockup for a long ass time? They don't come back off normal. They don't be normal after that. That's probably why he moving how he moving. That shit fucked him up. He voluntarily checked in and it messed him up mentally. Yo, I couldn't imagine checking in for one. And for two, being in the cell all day by myself. He probably was. Yo, I'm not from Africa, fuck boy. Fuck out of here. But yeah though, man. Like I don't understand. I don't understand the beef. Why people don't get it. Like I wouldn't recommend checking in, yo. Because for one, you basically saying that you scared. Like you're not. Once you get arrested, you are an ID number. You feel me? So all this celebrity status that he got, none of that shit matters in there, man. All that shit is stripped away. You was stripped. You're not even called by your name. You stripped down to a DOC number. That's what you is. So I'm not trying to hear no, oh no, he a celebrity and man, fuck all of that, man. There's been a lot of celebrities that went to prison, man. So it's been a lot of celebrities that went to prison. Man, I don't know, y'all. I don't get it. Kodak Black was on PC for 2 years. Do y'all remember Kodak Black complaining about the jail conditions? Y'all remember that? Kodak Black says he's not getting fed in jail. Look at this nigga, Sadie Nash. See, this is the shit that be pissing me off with the internet. Kodak Black responds after Boosie calls him scared. He ain't never did a day in jail, man. He was on protective custody. That's another, like, how is he sitting there having a pain on Kodak? And he spent his time on PC. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. Kodak was in jail complaining, man. Now we know why. Now we know why Kodak was complaining in jail. What's up, kid, baby? Because he was on PC, he was on protective custody. That's why he wasn't getting out and talking about this guards and all that shit he was doing. Yeah, he was scared, man. Kodak Black says he is being Kodak Black claims he was being abused in prison. Y'all remember this? So he checked himself in the PC and then started complaining of abuse. Let's read this. Kodak Black is accused at the correctional facility where he's serving 3 years for falsifying a gun background check form of terrible mistreatment. He detailed allegations via his Instagram account late last week. Y'all forgot about this? There's a big conspiracy going on in this building, Black said, using his full name of the guards he accuses of using her position wrongfully in Miami FDC and abusing her authority. She's been writing falsified incident reports on me. Take my phone privileges that I get once a week while in solitary. Look, this is what happens to you. This is normal, y'all. He wasn't in solitary, he was on PC. That's what happens in PC. Sometimes you're not going to get your motherfucking phone privileges. Sometimes you're not going to get commissary. Yeah, he did say that. You know what I mean? Also, doing anything to take my game time so I can't come home literally when I'm supposed to. When you on protective custody, you're on lockup, yo. You're on lockup. That's what protective custody is, yo. It's like, hold on, let me wipe my screen off. You're on lockup. So on lockup, you are gonna get mistreated. That's all I'm saying. I believe him. I mean, but he's saying this, and he's saying this like he's in general population. He getting treated bad. No, y'all. When you're on lockup, you're going to get mistreated. When you're on lockup, you might not make commissary on PC part of lockup. When you're on lockup, you don't get commissary at all. You can get your your soaps and shit like that. But when you're on protective custody, that's a form of lockup. So you're not going to get outside. Like, he's complaining about normal conditions. Now, looking back at this now, it makes sense why he was complaining. But he was complaining like he was getting treated bad. Nah, bro. You checked yourself into PC and you're getting treated like a regular PC person. That's it. Look, one morning, she pulled me out the cell to tell me she was going to take my pretty little girlfriend off my visiting list. He continued, for no other reason but to add insult to my distress. Not being able to see my significant other while locked away is a hellhole. He also claimed that the jail denied him a visit from his mother 2 days before Christmas and have continually tampered with delivery of his mail. Not only does my incoming mail take an average of a month to get to me, but they are messing with my outgoing mail as well. My family haven't received none of my letters for the holidays, which is borderline cruel and unethical. But as if all this is not enough, December 31st, New Year's Eve to be exact, I was handed an empty tray for breakfast. Yo, this is how they treat you on lockup, y'all. That's all I'm saying. This is how they treat you on lockup. This is normal behavior. This is normal. He put himself there. He put himself in this situation, man. All right, I'm gonna go to another article. Because he was complaining the whole time he was in that bitch. Think he's trying to be killed in prison. Oh, it's just the same. It's the same thing. God damn, yo. They try to make it subscribe to every motherfucking thing. Yeah, that's the same. That's the same shit. Man. So look. So look, let me tell you the funny thing about this, right? Hold on. So look. He was on PC in Miami federal prison, and they sent him to Big Sandy where he checked in at. So look, he was on PC in Miami federal detention, complained about the treatment in there, so they sent him to Big Sandy. And he checked in there too. That's what he did, man. Instead, they wound up talking more about Kodak not being inside, but rather on a 1,000-mile bus ride to another federal prison. All right, so look. A group of lawyers and rapper Kodak Black mother called a Wednesday news conference at the Miami Detention Center to talk about what they claim is a Pompano Beach rapper's mistreatment inside. Instead, they wound up talking more about Kodak Black not being inside, but rather on a 1,000-mile bus ride to another federal prison. This how he got the Big Sandy, by being a bitch. Attorney Benjamin Crump said prison officials told them the inmate, also known as Bill Capri, has been put on a bus to a facility in Kentucky about an hour before they arrived. The attorney said Capri, mother, Marcine Simmons, said they hadn't been able to see him in weeks. Yo, he did this to himself, yo. If he was in general population, he wouldn't be going through none of this. If he was in general population, he wouldn't have been going through none of this. He put himself in this situation. They knew we were coming out here. Yeah, they play with you when you on lockup, yo. If he was in general population, he wouldn't have been going through none of this. So he is complaining about a situation he created. They knew we was doing this today, Jacob said. They refused to let him see his counsel is in itself a constitutional violation. Simmons wailed. I want to make sure my son is okay. I don't want my son to die. If they kill my son, I will kill myself too. Please, someone help me. He did this to himself, man. Accused of having contraband and we'll let us see. They don't want my son happy. He did this to himself. Look, he and that bitch going crazy. And since the U.S. attorney and the FBI agent said Capri fought with correctional officers, got pepper sprayed, and squeezed the guard testicles to the point where his adamant and intestinal wall were breached. God damn. The fuck type? Capri said he was laced with an unknown substance after an out-of-body experience and feeling like he probably smoking K2. He was being possessed. He said he went to correction officers for help, but was denied medical attention. Shortly after, he got into a fight with an inmate. Capri said the same officer who denied him medical attention pepper sprayed him which made him oblivious to who he was punching and grabbed me repeatedly in my face. Yo, he put himself in this situation, man. This near-death experience felt like dogs were tearing at my skin while they were grabbing and beating me while I was under the influence of an unknown substance that mysteriously hasn't popped up in my urine analysis, and mysteriously the inmate I was fighting with went home the next day. I was beaten so brutally that I had to be taken to the box in a wheelchair. I've been here for 45 days without commissary, hygiene, stressed out, and on psych meds, having to mourn the loss of my brother Juice WRLD behind the door. I don't throw Juice WRLD in this, bro. You're being a bitch. Prior to this, there were a few inmates who intentionally beat up an officer, and no charges were filed. Meanwhile, I get into a fight with another inmate, and this officer jumps in to inflict harm on himself and capitalize on my status as a local celebrity. I had officers tell me that the CO was okay that night and that he was trying to go his route because because he self-checked himself in the hospital. I have also heard officers tell me that the CO has been back to FDC and bragging that he will get $250,000 from me. I want to shed light on this police brutality and the tactics they use to cover their behinds. Man, Kodak acting like a bitch. That's the fuck Kodak is doing. People really debating like this is something to debate about. Ain't nothing to debate about, man. He did what he did, man. He went to jail and couldn't stand on it. Jag Boy had a good take on this.
Alaikum to all my YNs that look up to me. Listen, if you a civilian, stay a civilian. There's nothing wrong with that. If you forced into the gangster life and you thugging, it's nothing wrong with that either. But understand, whichever route we take, life is gonna test us, know what I'm saying? So being the gangster route, you get tested with maybe deaths around you. You might go to jail, you might this. So understand the task you got ahead of you. So now when it comes, you don't you go to jail, you check in PC, and you I'm trying to protect my money. I'm rich. I gotta whatever. It's like, all right, that's cool. If you're a civilian, that's cool. But don't come out here portraying a gangster image. And the first time you was tested to be a gangster around real gangsters, you failed. Man, you cannot do that. So it's like, stay in your lane. Like, you a civilian, you checking a PC, it's cool. Nobody can't tell you nothing. You protecting your bag. Like, this is what you, all right. I ain't with it. I made a mistake. I'm in jail now. I ain't got to be gangster like you guys. The gangsters never win, first off. But it's like, I ain't got to be gangster like y'all. I'm a civilian. But the ones that, you super tough man on the streets. You super this. One thing about life come with tests. So when you get around them super tough guys too that don't care, we ain't got nothing to lose, and you by yourself, I'm PC, now I'm protecting my this, now. No, be the gangster. Be the this will come with gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Gangsters don't live long. Gangsters go to prison for life and die and be crash dummies. That's just what come with it. So it's like, you a civilian, remain that, you know what I mean? But as you beat the streets as a gangster, when you beat the streets and you understand like, oh man, I'm gonna forever be tested. That's what come with life. You're gonna always be tested. When you learn that I'm gonna always be tested, learn to step back from it. I won. I beat the streets. I ain't a gangster no more. I want to live this civilian life. If you want to, whatever, you make a mistake, now you checking PC, now you do this, now you could take the civilian route. It's cool. You ain't gotta, nobody can't shame you for it, nobody, because you're not out here portraying something that you're not. But you out here portraying something that you not. It's like you gotta accept what come with it. And this street dude's not gonna respect certain things. Like how you can't turn it on and off. Like, all right, I'm a civilian today, but yesterday I'm just thugging. Or when I'm 100 deep, I'm gangster. Nah, see me. The difference is when I'm 100 deep, I'm a G, and when I'm by myself, I'm that same guy. Like it's you ain't on and off it. But it's like, of course, I choose the civilian route. I went to learn that life gonna test you,
No,
regardless
hell
it's with
no.
religion.
You can
See, right
sign
now,
off. You can sign off on it. You don't have to go to PC. Yo, Diddy ain't on PC right now. I know that for a fact. That Diddy, with all the money he got, is not on PC. I got a homeboy up that bitch with him right now. Kodak ain't got nowhere near the money Diddy got. He checked in, man. It ain't about money. It's about morals. It's about you as a man. Like, you so terrified of other men and what they do to you that you rather go to PC, you rather get a protective custody, you rather go on lockup. You rather go on lockup, which means visitation gonna be played with. Your food might be played with. No rec time, damn near. Like, you gonna voluntarily do that? It's bad enough you locked up. It's bad enough, the conditions that you gotta deal with just being incarcerated. You gonna make the conditions worse on yourself. You in that much fear of these other people that you're gonna make the conditions worse on yourself? Man, fuck no. I could never do no shit like that, man.
it's Ramadan. I might be getting tested right now. But the good thing about getting tested when you're doing the right thing, we could astaghfirullah, Lord have mercy, and we get forgiven. The thing about getting tested when you're a gangster, sometimes it come with death, sometimes it come with life sentence. So you pick what test you wanna go through. I got tired of trying to beat this and beat that. Last time I was in court, I was facing 20 some years. It's like I didn't tell on nobody. I did everything correct as a gangster, and it still wasn't enough. So it's like, hold on, maybe I'm being loyal to the wrong shit.
I don't even think it's just. I don't like how they throw around. I don't like how they throw around streets and gangster. I don't think it's about being no gangster, man. It ain't about gangster. You know what I'm saying? It's just about being a stand-up individual. A stand-up man. I hate them terms, because them terms, like, it kind of put things in a box. It kind of put it in a bubble. And a lot of people don't subscribe to that bubble. So a lot of people not going to understand why Kodak Black is flawed, because they outside of the bubble anyway. I don't think it got nothing to do with being no gangster. I think it just got anything to do with being a man, like, especially in a situation like his where you was being confronted about something that you said. And to be honest, if the Crips pressed him over that Nipsey Hussle shit, once he got with the South car, that shit would have got talked out. That's whatever situation he had in there, it probably would have ended with a one-on-one fight. That's it, and that's all. One-on-one fight. It's over. But he wouldn't have died behind that. Like, the feds not like the state. And the feds, you got cars. You got the South car, you got DC car, you got the Crip car, you got cars, and when things kick off, that car got to ride with you. The South car wouldn't have let the Crips put their hands on Kodak Black without it being no repercussions. He wouldn't have been on his own. But he checked in so fast that I don't even, it's like as soon as he came into jail, he left. And just went, he did the rest of his bit on protective custody. He ain't even let it get to a point where, look, man, we gotta figure this shit out. Look, if you got a problem with him saying one-on-one or we just gonna squash it, he ain't even let it get to that part, man. That man got over that bitch immediately. You heard what Ball said? Man, we got out of quarantine. Everybody went this way. Kodak Black went that way. We ain't see, we just heard he was there. Nobody seen him. But then he come home, back a gangster again. Nah, bro, you back a real nigga again. Back a stand-up man again. Nah, fuck no. That shit revoked. You feel me? And then he complained about they sent them to Big Sandy because he was bitching when he was they tried to keep him in Miami. So the Bureau of Prisons tried to make it easy for him by keeping him in Miami. But you see how he complained about being in Miami, so they sent his ass to fucking Kentucky. They sent him to a USP. And the rest is history. You know what I mean? We know what he did after that. Thanks, kid.
These niggas and that is only bringing me hardship.
Yeah,
Let me try to be loyal to some right shit. Let me be loyal to my religion. Let me be loyal to
That's what I'm saying, yo. It wasn't even gonna go that bad. Like, he ain't really had too much to worry about. Like I said, the most it have been is probably a one-on-one fight. It's the most it have been because the situation wasn't that serious for nobody to die over. So it's Jack Boy again. If you try to protect your investment, then cool. But as soon as you come out here playing gangster, ready to throw your investment away with the fake tough image you trying to portray, you faking. Don't come out here trying to be gangster when you was just locked up with gangsters and you ain't want no action. Me and Dude Beef would have been squashed, but he got to keep up the I'm thugging gimmick. He got to keep the I'm thugging gimmick up. Then between me, I'm going to be thugging 100 deep and I'm still the same thug when I'm by myself in or out of jail. Right. He could have fixed the situation with Jack Boy if he wasn't playing tough.
I stop getting these rapper niggas and stop praising these rapper niggas just cause they rappers and they got money, bro, and these niggas famous.
Now this nigga is a clout chaser. And we're gonna hear him out. But you can't say all of this, y'all, and then you got pictures hanging with Woody and talking about like, yo, I don't be understanding Mondo. I don't. I thought Mondo was solid at one point, but I don't know what's up with y'all. Like, he just one of them, you know, whatever's clever ass niggas. You know what I mean? That's what we call him. That's what we call him in Baltimore. He is with whatever is clever. Right now, he see an opportunity to market himself, so he talking about it, but he be hanging with Woody tomorrow.
These niggas be the ones doing the most sucker shit, the most disloyal shit, the most fake shit. These niggas ain't, bro. These niggas is not who y'all think they is, bro. Y'all stop praising these goof ass rap niggas, bro. Trying to give these niggas credit for shit they ain't doing, but these niggas be soft, these niggas be lame, these niggas be disloyal, these niggas be suckers. Without the money and the fame, these niggas be nobody. And bro was in goddamn fucking medical dorm, bro, in Clark County. Nigga ain't praising jail, but I'm just letting y'all know, nigga, that nigga was in a fucking medical dorm, man. That damn near PC, man. Nigga ain't been no real level 5 chain game, man. Get out of here, man. I stop getting these rapper niggas and stop praising these rapper niggas just cause they... Come on, man. Like I was saying, bro, it ain't nothing to be praising. I ain't never praising no jail. I'm the type of nigga, bro, I be trying to coast the young niggas and put the young niggas down. That ain't the way to go. The streets ain't the route to go. Cause it'll lead to them of death in jail. I ain't never praising no punk ass jail. Said I hate that shit. But I'm letting y'all know, nigga, Mondo's in a real level 5 chain gang, nigga, with real killers on the yard, with real steppers, nigga. Nigga, I ain't never goddamn went to no PC. Nigga, I went to multiple level 5. Nigga, you can ask niggas in the joint right now, nigga, about Mondo, nigga. I ain't never checked no PC. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of the most baddest nigga from your town. I'm talking about a nigga that did the worst, evil, and cutthroat, conniving, gangster shit you could think of. And then put him with 1,000 more niggas that's worse than him. And picture being in a facility with niggas that get more angry than you, niggas that got way more bullshit going on than you, that ain't got no money, don't give a fuck about having no girlfriend, that ain't ever thought about being a good father at all. It takes a different kind of nigga to survive these type of trenches, dog. I don't give a damn who you is. Y'all up here talking about y'all wouldn't be in PC and all that shit, nigga. We talking about going fed. Well, the creators of the game, not niggas with stain. Well, Muslims that done blow them motherfucking builders and shit. The reason I ain't going to PC is because I ain't. That's what I want you to do. I want you to think of the most.
It's not about. I don't think nobody's glamorizing prison. Like prison is not where you want to be. You know, I think this conversation is more about. And that's another thing. Yo, people get the. I think it's more about Kodak Black posing. I think that's what the conversation is about. Nobody's glamorizing prison. Kodak Black is posing, man. He faking. You out this bitch rapping all this gangster shit, doing all these things on the streets, allegedly, you know. But now you locked up with other gangsters like you, but you don't want to be around these niggas. But then you come back out posing again. That's the issue, y'all. I don't think nobody is glamorizing prison. Yo, prison is the worst of the worst. I told y'all that a million times. Ain't nothing cool about it. Ain't nothing slick about it. It's ugly. It's cutthroat. It's conniving. It's vicious. It's dangerous. It's all of that. You feel me? Nobody is glamorizing prison. But Kodak Black has been rapping this gangster shit for years. He been talking it, living it. Now he get around gangsters like him, but he don't want to be around them niggas. They don't. I can't respect that, yo. I can't respect that as a man. Not even on no street shit. As a man, yo. I'm not ever gonna be that in fear of another man to where I need protection from him. Right. We having to fear no man but God, man. Like, yo, niggas not standing on what they said, yo. I did 3 years, yo. 2 years and 10 months. But it's like, niggas not standing on what they said. And then you go and do your time, cry the whole time in there, and then come home back acting like, like you was at home. You feel me? Like you was cool with being there. Like you'll go there again. Like you standing on this shit that you rapping, but you're not. You had the opportunity to stand on what you said, and he didn't. That's really all it is, y'all. And he complained the whole way. Meanwhile, on the outside, we like, damn, they treating him bad. But in reality, nigga, that's what you wanted. In reality. Hey, JB, why you hiding out for sale? Oh, unhidden. We did it by mistake. Yeah, all right. In reality, that's what you wanted, y'all, because when you voluntarily check yourself in, yo, you basically losing some of the privileges. You basically losing some of the privileges that you had in general population. They're going to play with your visits because at that point you're not. Then once you check in the PC, you are no longer priority. You know, it got to be some type of trade-off. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like you're not priority once you check in the PC. You know what I mean? You might not get your phone privileges. You know, they might not let you out some days. That's how that works. Turned out and got that shit down for 30. I can't see the place say. Oh, that means niggas on the other side. You say crazy thing is if he wasn't getting visits and mail, that means niggas on the other side and turned up and got that shit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yo. Like he was complaining about things that was normal. You understand? He was complaining about normal prison conditions. That's why they sent his ass to Big Sandy. Like, all right, you think this bad? All right, we got something for you. Then they sent him there and he checked in again. That man did his whole time on PC. He just like 1090, he put a 1090 Jake. That's crazy. Him and 1090 Jake don't get along. Them niggas is one and the same.
Baddest nigga from your town. I'm talking about a nigga that did the worst. I ain't going to PC. It's because I ain't finna voluntarily go in no motherfucking room all day and stare at no motherfucking wall. I can't do no shit like that. I'd rather die. So before a nigga even think about running me up, we gonna have to go ahead and handle this shit. Y'all gonna have to go ahead and either kill me or y'all gonna have to, we gonna have to fight this motherfucker out every single day, cause I'm not voluntarily going to the hole and I ain't gonna be able to see my motherfucking girl or get on the phone. My girl, I ain't
see Rollo understands this. You understand? I ain't even no Rollo fan. But when you right, you right. Rollo understands this, yo. Yo, you voluntarily fucking yourself over. You that scared of niggas? You that scared to be around the rest of the guys that you voluntarily fucked yourself. And then he complained about that.
ain't doing it. Y'all just gonna have to do it to me. Cause I ain't going to PC. It's because I ain't finna voluntarily go in no motherfucking room all day and stare at no motherfucking wall. I can't do no shit like that. I'd rather die. So before a nigga even think about running me up, we gonna have to go ahead and handle this shit. Y'all gonna have to go ahead and either kill me or y'all gonna have to, we gonna have to fight this motherfucker out every single day, cause I'm not voluntarily going to the hole and I ain't gonna be able to see my motherfucking girl or get on the phone.
Yeah, yo. And I think that's the part that people was like, he voluntarily, yo. Like he tapped the bubble and was like, man, look, I can't, look, send me the protective custody. Fuck that. You feel me? I was in FDC, Florida Detention Center, whatever the fuck they call that shit, which is probably a better prison than where he ended up going to. But they told him a lesson, like, all right, you want to complain here? We got a place for you. Sent his ass up Big Sandy and he checked in. You feel me? Like, it really is that simple, man. Like, it ain't really that hard to explain. It ain't about people glamorizing the streets. It's about Kodak Black bluffing, faking. Kodak Black wants to be a gangster on the streets, but he don't want to be locked up with the rest of the gangsters. He want to talk that gangster shit, but when it's time to be a gangster, he don't want to stand on it. No, yo, you don't get no pass for that, man. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. It don't matter how much money you got, yo. It's about you as a person. It's about you as a person. And then you go on that bitch and complain about the conditions that you set for yourself. You set them conditions for yourself, man. You wanted to be in solitary, man. You could have signed off. Like, as a high profile inmate, a lot of times they probably will try to put you in protective custody. But you can sign off on it. No, I don't want to do that. Nope. I don't want to do that. Because it's not like you're just making your bit harder. Look. You're just making your bit harder, man. That's all you doing.
Hey guys, so I'm waiting on my dad to call because I'm about to do that prank on him and say he's from the PC unit. So yeah, stay tuned. I was just actually about to tell you something too. I was waiting for you to call.
Wow.
So there's this new girl in my school, right?
Yeah.
And so like she was like, oh yeah, my dad's in jail too or whatever. So like we started becoming friends, right?
She said her daddy what?
In jail too, right?
Yeah.
So I said, I don't know. What like cell or like I don't know, like something you were in, right?
Yeah.
And I said like the PC unit.
Oh yeah, there ain't no PC, brother. Not no PC.
I thought you were.
No, PC is protective custody. That's when you scared to be on the floor with regular people.
Oh.
Yeah, I ain't no PC, girl.
No, I was joking. It was a joke.
Oh, I was like, what?
I just saw it on TikTok, so.
Look, it's another one I seen. That shit was funny as a bitch. PC prank. What that one that I seen? Yo went the fuck off.
punch. I remember I was trying to fight. Yeah, all right, listen, hold on, before you do that. Let me tell you why. So why I'm on, pause that real quick. Why I'm talking to my homegirl earlier, right? So she like, yeah, yo, my brother just finished. My brother booked or whatever. And he called and said he want a PC. So I'm like, damn, I don't know what that is. I'm like, but somebody told me my phone was on it. I think my phone was on PCT. He was like that. Who? You. I'm like, man, no fucking PC. Take the PC. Don't ever tell nobody some shit like that. Oh, you crazy? That's some big shit. Don't ever tell nobody no shit like that. Why would I be on PC? I thought that's what... Who ever told you I was... I thought that... That's some TikTok shit. Yeah, it's some TikTok. No, it's not. I'm not playing. Man, you better be. I don't tell nobody no shit like that. Yo, I'm telling you, yo. Man. That's what they said. He was on PC. He told him about what?
Yeah, the motherfuckers ain't doing it. I can't believe it's even a conversation. It was one of them I saying that was funny as a bitch.
Right. I ran into somebody yesterday and they were asking about you and I was like, oh yeah, like he's good or whatever. I was like, he's on what's it called? PC, right? Yeah, the PC.
Who's on that?
Right.
This ain't the one. It was one of them, man. This nigga went off. Which one? Oh, Black. See, murder one is funny. Who the fuck is that? It was one dude. He went off on his son. Son. Hold on, man.
Dad, why the hell? I'm traveling with my friends and they want to go fake like dad for dad, like who dad was in the street more. And I'm like, man, my dad been doing that, been there, done that. And then one of the girls was like, oh yeah, like my dad was on a PC yard. I'm like, what? My dad been on PC yard, like all up and through PC. You wasn't? You wasn't? I was like, yo, you.
It's protective custody.
I was like, you was PC'd up, like everywhere you went, you was PC'd up.
Nigga, DC is like Pussy City, nigga.
Oh, what? They in the streets thinking, streets is talking, man, and you PC'd up. I was like, now, I ain't gonna lie. They was like, oh, my dad was PC. I'm like, what? My dad been on PC, like, overly.
Who said they pops was on PC?
My homegirl. And I'm thinking we kind of go dad for that, something I gotta up it. I'm like, every place he went to, he was PC'd up.
Nah, hell no. What you supposed to say is, if your dad was on PC, that means her pops was in protective custody. You don't up nobody with that.
Dad, why the hell? I'm traveling with my friends, and they want to go fake like dad for dad, like
Man,
who dad was in
appreciate
the
my
street
man
more.
niggas for the $5 cash
I'm
out,
like,
man.
my dad been doing that, been there, done that. And then one of the girls was like,
No, y'all can't. It's a funny one. Yo, this guy went berserk. I'm trying to find it. I don't even know what it looked like. Let me see, man. Yo went the fuck off. Hold on. Yeah, man, but PC prank. That nigga said, I'm a motherfucking gangster, nigga.
I'm just tired of doing all that shit.
Jamel. Jamel.
I think these Baltimore people, yeah.
I was talking to this guy out here. He was asking about you. I told him that you be making good hookups for the people on your tier and PC.
You said, what, G?
You be making good hookups for the people on your tier and PC.
No, the fuck you didn't say no PC.
Ain't you on PC?
Hell no. You know what PC is for?
Yeah, I thought that's where all the Muslims be at for protection.
Oh, you got jokes. Oh, my, no, she did not. Educator, what is wrong with you?
Oh wait, I need to tell him that you're not, cause he said he was gonna let the boys know you was on PC.
What? There's gotta be some April Fool's shit going on right here.
It's not April, it's February.
I know it's not. Some type of going on.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I know it is. Yeah,
Why the fuck they only give me Baltimore shit, man? Yeah, but man, make a long story short, I don't think Boosie hating, man. I don't think it's hate. He just calling it what it is, man. Kodak Black is flawed for that. He flawed for that. He is. Ain't no matter if you like him, love him, no matter how you view it, how you feel about him. He flawed for that, man. I can't find a fucking video. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, he did that shit. Need to own it. I don't understand why, he shouldn't feel no type of way about it. He made the decision. It ain't like they forced him. They don't force you to do it. That's a decision he made. It's almost like coming out the closet. You feel me? Like if you a guy that's in the guys, you'll be comfortable with what you did, bro. Like, what the fuck you hiding it for? You feel me? Like, ain't no difference. You made the decision that, you didn't want to go to this jail for whatever reason. You felt uncomfortable, unsafe. You told them people, look, put me there. I'd be much more comfortable here. And that's what he did this time, man. And he just need to come out and accept it and move forward. But to keep being out this bitch acting like you this and you that, when you was around this and that, and you ain't want no parts of it, I think that's fucked up. And I don't think Boosie a hater. I actually don't believe. I think Boosie is hurt more than anything. I think Kodak Black is hurt too. I think both them guys had a mutual respect for each other. Boosie thought Kodak Black was solid. Kodak Black thought Boosie was solid. And I think both of them guys is really more upset and hurt that they not cool and they not fucking with each other over everything. That's my honest opinion when you assess their situation based off the videos that they put out. I think, but Kodak Black guy owned what he did, man. He should have did it if he shouldn't have did it. Why was you in so much fear? Like, you was that scared, bro, that you ever... Like I just said, for me personally, I can't be that scared to where so I'd rather just do 23 hours in a cell. Nah. I can't be that scared. 23 hours in a cell? Do y'all know how lockup be affecting people mentally? You ever met somebody that been on lockup for years? That shit. Wait, if Melly get home and beat this case, watch how Melly gonna be, man. Been in lockup all them years, man. He ain't the same person. That should have fucked you up, man. You ain't got no cell buddy. You in that bitch by yourself. You come out, everything you do is alone. They playing with your mail. They playing with your visits. They playing with your food. Man, fuck out of here. Kodak Black did that shit to himself. Yo, but I ain't want to make this live real long for real. I just wanted to highlight y'all real quick. I seen people going back and forth about it. To me, I don't even understand. Like, it really shouldn't even be a topic of conversation. And people need to understand this ain't about glorifying prison, because I don't think anybody glorified prison. This is strictly pertaining to Kodak Black and people like Kodak Black who want to do all this shit on the streets, want to talk all this tough gangster shit, and then when they get around real gangsters, they don't want to be around them no more. That's what this conversation is about. It's about Kodak Black, who is a gangster rapper, talk about killing and drug selling and no snitching and all these things he talk about in his music, was in a situation where he had to stand on the shit that he said and he folded. That's what this is about. Then came home and act like it never happened. Now he back a gangster again. You know, he back a stand-up man again. Man, fuck out of here. And I'm out.